Yeah.
So what's one thing that you wish you knew when you first started photography?
Ah. That's, well, I think the number one thing is look for the light, right?
Oh my God, you took
Yeah, that's
you took the words out of my mouth.
yeah. So sometimes you purposely break the rules.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back everyone. We are at La Jolla Cove and we're gonna go ahead and ask some photographers what their tips are, what the best tip is to get the sharper image, and what's the tip they learned now that they wish they knew early on. Are you getting some good ones?
Kind of tough today, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of looking for certain behaviors, and so they don't happen.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you have them, like you have a great zoom lens.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it on the action, but they need to do certain things. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
really?
I'm waiting for very specific behavior, so.
Are you waiting? Is it morely focused on the seals themselves or on the?
Well, no, both the seals and what the birds are doing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's more than just getting them. It's kind of like they're doing what I want them to do, which is kind of a crazy thing.
What's the behavior?
Well, what the main one I'm after is when I see a chase among the birds.
Oh, okay.
Typically the terns, when they're coming in and they have fish in their bill.
Okay.
They'll be chased by other terns and seagulls.
Really?
And then
Okay.
they'll do a dogfight in the air, and they'll continue for like a minute easy.
Oh my God. Okay.
Sea lions like to surf here.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it today, but yeah. But yeah, that's great.
I see them through the waves sometimes, and sometimes you'll see dolphins here also.
Yeah, I've seen them less often. But the sea lions, they really love to surf here. Today's a pretty, it's a decent surf. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making a video for YouTube.
Yeah.
So what's one thing that you wish you knew when you first started photography?
That's, well, I think the number one thing is look for the light, right?
Oh my God, you took
Yeah, that's
you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. So sometimes you purposely break the rules.
Yeah.
Like you do exactly opposite what we're supposed to do. Like once in a while, if the background's really dark and you got a good beam of light kind of backlit, that could be a real nice shot.
You're right. So I mean, if you're looking for that
normally,
artistic,
what's that?
If you're looking for that artistic expression, you can shoot against the light, but usually you want the light working for you.
Dark background.
Yeah.
So it's got to be almost like the local terrain has to get that background pitch dark.
Absolutely.
So some kind of low, like a low hill or something, or some low brush that does it. But then it's enough to cast a beam on the subject.
Yeah.
But because you can find backlit shots.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, one of the rules I have is that, and particularly with wildlife photography.
Okay.
Because you don't have the capability of posing them or telling them what to do.
You're right.
Is that they have to be immediately interpretable.
Yes.
Especially, like let's say as soon as you have two creatures in there, maybe three.
Yeah.
They got to be positioned where you could see clearly the outlines.
You're right.
And which part is which, because once you have to take a look at a picture and say, oh, okay, what is that doing?
Okay.
Or maybe it's interfering with the background or some other feature.
Wow.
So for me, that's one of the first calls that I do because this would shoot 40 frames a second.
Okay.
But a lot of what bird and wildlife photography, and the ones that I immediately take out on the first call are those that don't have clear outlines, that overlap. Their position is wrong, or it makes you should be able to verbally describe the picture, what's going on, by just looking at it.
Is it okay if I use it on the channel?
Use what?
If I post this on the channel?
Oh, I mean, you're not even recording, right?
Oh, these are the Meta glasses.
Oh,
They're amazing. They're really
wow.
good. Like what they do.
Holy
Do you
cow.
see that light on the side?
okay, but
When it blinks?
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that's what I love about them. It's so. I've done photography for
Yeah.
years. I've used a full frame, but I think my favorite aspect of
Yeah.
these are it's so convenient. You don't need to pull it out. It's such a convenient method nowadays. The picture, obviously, the
Yeah.
megapixels aren't as nice as what you have. But then again, and what I have my full frame, but it still does a lot for its convenience.
So what kind of photography do you like to do if you're not on
I'm on the
like for
same.
yourself?
No, I love doing what you're doing. I love nature, and I do a lot of landscape, and
Yeah.
I usually shoot on the other side of La Jolla Cove, but this entire area of La Jolla Cove, I've been here millions of times, and it never gets old.
I mean, this is Point Loma, that's Boomer's Beach.
Yeah.
To me, this is kind of like the hot spot.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, okay,
Real photographers know this is like the general area.
yeah, especially I really like to photograph the turns.
Yeah.
But I look for those conditions. Like typically, if the sun's low and I'm in that kind of area, I first walk into the sun and look for the shot,
Really?
and then I'll walk the other way. But no, when that happens, that's a rare thing. Where like once I remember there was this tree that I was photographing that has white flowers,
Okay.
and the sun was just illuminating that tree, but
Yeah.
everything else was dark.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's number one.
It took me a while to master lighting, and even with flash, sometimes I do event photography, and using flash, that's a whole nother ballgame because you're
That's
trying
tough
to.
because you can't wait for the situation.
Exactly.
If you wait for the situation, then
It's
then
over.
your client's gonna.
Yeah. Then you
Yeah.
better wait for your paycheck to be a little less than what you guys negotiated.
Yeah, but for nature photography, I mean, portraits only go so far.
Yeah.
It's because when you think of a portrait kind of shot, okay, I mean the subject still,
Yeah.
right? I mean that's pretty much what a portrait is.
Yeah.
But if you're doing nature photography, if you're talking about behavior,
Okay.
then that's an event,
That is.
right? I mean, a behavior is something that happens at a certain point in time,
Yes.
and it lasts a certain point in time, right? That's what makes it.
Absolutely.
But the problem is, the lighting's got to be right. It's got to be in the right direction.
Well,
You know,
today we're in the right direction, so that's the great part, but just the behavior's not happening, unfortunately.